It's on. Welcome back to Deep Fried Boys. Alright,
Fuck all you
sir.
at home.
Did you... Why?
Because I haven't insulted the audience in a long time.
You mean in 10 minutes? Sheesh. Okay.
Anyways.
Hi, sir. Did you find my lucky bottle cap?
Is this the one?
That's it. Thank you, sir.
No problem, kid. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, now he's smiling.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if anything happens different. There's a kid here playing with a bottle cap on a chain.
Hello again, sir. Say, that's a real nice balloon. You want to trade? I'll give you my lucky bottle cap for it. Oh, okay. Thanks again, sir.
Kid runs off with his new balloon. Alright, cool.
Uh-oh.
That's good. It means he's not here anymore. Let's buy another balloon. What colors do you have?
How do you make him float like that?
It just redoes the dial. I just want to have another one in case we need it.
Very
good, thanks.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's just going to repeat all the same dialogue I've already asked him. To the main stage!
Oh, wait, we didn't go in the side stage yet.
Yeah, we didn't. The tent flap is open and the interior is dimly lit to make the collection of weird stuff inside seem more mysterious.
Okay. Whoa there, fella. You gotta pay if you want to see the sideshow.
It's not included in the main ticket price?
Nope. That's why it's called a sideshow.
Nuts. What all do you have in there?
Secrets, mysteries, things too weird and disturbing to be witnessed by the light of day.
Freaks?
Not just freaks.
Gosh.
What does it cost?
How much does it cost?
For you, 300 meat.
And for everyone else?
300 meat.
Okay, I'm in.
You won't be disappointed, and in the event you are disappointed, no refunds.
He takes your meat and stamps your hand.
There you go. Enjoy.
Thanks. Oh, I have to actually step back and go back in. The sideshow tent is fairly large and packed with weird things to look at, like all good sideshows are. A few lanterns are hanging from the ceiling, casting flickering shadows around and making everything look even more eerie. A clown is hanging out in here, presumably to keep an eye on the exhibits. He grins and nods as you enter.
Come on in. Take your time. Have a good look around. Just remember, no touching.
Are you turning into that one, the fucking rooster dude? Or no, was it the rooster dude from Robin Hood?
Well, I was doing like a puppet pal Clem.
Oh. These shelves are filled with jars, and the jars are filled with things. Real weird looking things.
Look closer.
Like one that looks like a penis.
Ew.
Right in front of my face. And a tiny man. And another tiny man.
Yep.
And a third tiny man.
And Pizza Steve up in the corner.
And a very fourth tiny man.
Yep.
You lean in a little closer to inspect the jars. They mostly contain malformed and/or mutated animals pickled in formaldehyde. A 3-headed kitten, some kind of ferret or weasel with 8 legs, a twisted Mobius loop of snake without a head or tail. Weird, crazy stuff. One shelf seems devoted to a huge, gross, pale grub, like fat, featureless white worms the size of a sweet potato. The one on the end is larger than the others and has shiny black eyes. Someone has painted its face in an apparent parody of clown makeup. Yuck. The pasty white face has been painted with little blue triangles over and under the eyes. The creature has a long, thin slash of a mouth as well, and the area around it has been painted with a bright red lipstick. The black eyes flash red as the thing suddenly thrashes in its jar, spinning to face you and stretching its mouth open, revealing rows of yellow shark teeth. You stumble back with a cry of shock. Gah!
Got you pretty good there, buddy.
What is that?
It ain't a real critter. It's made of rubber and clay and doll parts and such. Got an electromagnet under the shelf to move it with.
He takes a little push-button gizmo out of his pocket to show you.
Should have seen your face. You about jumped right out of your boots.
I wonder if you don't have boots on if that changes the dialogue there.
I don't know.
These shelves are displaying a large collection of strangely painted eggs. You see several shelves full of white eggs, each one painted with a unique pattern of colorful shapes. A small placard pinned to one of the shelves says, "Clown eggs." In the circus community, it's traditional for each clown to paint their chosen makeup pattern onto an eggshell. These clown eggs are archived for future reference to ensure that no one chooses a pattern that has already been used. It is considered extremely taboo to wear another clown's face. These must be the eggs for the clowns that work in this circus. You recognize a few of them, like the clown here in the sideshow tent, and the ticket seller clown out front. Say, wait a minute. Here's the egg for that balloon-selling clown. Didn't he tell you there's another guy wearing the same makeup? According to the sign, that seems unlikely.
Hey, step back, please. No touching.
Sorry. Based on his attitude, uniquely combining attentiveness and extreme boredom, you assume this clown's job is to keep an eye on on the sideshow exhibits.
Howdy, fella. Welcome to the sideshow.
Thanks. What's to see in here?
Well, down to the left we have our collection of spooky warped mirrors. Right here we have exhibits of clown eggs and pickled punks. And further down to the right is our freak show. Feel free to explore, and I'll be here if you got any questions.
Do you actually want me to ask questions?
Yeah.
Alright. I have a question. What do you tell me about these eggs?
That's a traditional clown thing. There's a placard there next to him that explains it in detail. Don't get too close, please. They're fragile.
Okay.
Oh, talking about the other stuff. What can I do for you?
What about these, people?
You mean the freaks? Ain't they a scream? The one with the giant eyeball head is my favorite. A nice quiet fella.
Uh-huh.
If you have any questions about the other two, feel free to ask them personally. I wouldn't want to be telling tales out of school. Since the eye guy can't talk, though, you can ask me about him if you want.
Okay, what can you tell me about him?
Not much, I'm afraid, to be honest. He joined us about a year ago, maybe a little less.
Where did he come from?
No idea. Weird, ain't it? You'd think, if a fellow looks like that, you'd read about him in all the papers, right?
Well, yeah.
It sure is mysterious.
How did he get like that?
Couldn't tell you.
Well, you've got a theory, at least.
Heh. Well, maybe he saw something no human fella should ever see.
Okay, bye. I don't think he has any other questions, did he? I think he only had the two. No, what are these things in the jars?
That's what we in the business call pickled punks. A menagerie of strange and twisted creatures such as you've never seen before, the like. Captured and preserved and on display for your entertainment and edification. That's how the boss says it.
Are they real?
As real as they come.
This looks to be one of those weird bent mirrors that makes you look all crazy, as if there wasn't enough crazy-looking stuff around here already. Your reflection in the mirror is short and squashed-looking, folded up like an accordion. You spend a moment moving back and forth in front of the mirror, seeing how the image changes. It's kind of amusing. The mirror makes you look really stretched out and thin. Your limbs twist and writhe like snakes as you move around. It's a bit unsettling, and your muscles ache a little sympathetically. Gah! The smear somehow shows that you'd look like in clown makeup. Bloodshot eyes stare back at you from a pasty white face painted with an odd pattern of red triangles. In the flickering lantern light, it almost looks like he winks at you. I'm out of here! This guy is a startling sight, even for a circus freak show. His entire head is one enormous eyeball. As you look him over, he stares back at you. Not that he's got much of a choice. Hello, I'm West. I'm surprised you did that. How's it going? Can you talk? Guess not. So, the circus gig. His hands slowly curl into fists, and the knuckles turn white with tension. I see. Understand. I mean, do you blink? Or wink, I guess? I wasn't ready for you to do that. I thought you were just, like, actually doing it quietly. I guess not.
Take a closer look.
You move a little to the side and lean over the rope to get a closer look at the guy. He's basically just what he seems to be at first glance. A guy with a giant eyeball for a head. You do notice two things, though. First, he has an odd lump at the, well, what you would call the base of his skull. If he had one, a sort of crumpled fleshy mass the size of a fist. With a squint and some imagination, it almost looks like the crushed and shriveled vestigial remains of a human head. The second thing you notice is that his ankles are locked to the legs of his stool, and the legs of the stool are bolted to the floor. Okay, we'll see you around. This man is neatly dressed, though his suit is a bit threadbare and out of fashion. He's smoking a pipe and leafing through a magazine. When you stop to look at him, he nods amicably.
Hello there. Welcome to the sideshow. My name is Douglas.
Hi, I'm West.
Delighted to meet you.
So, well,
Are you perhaps trying to think of a polite way to ask what's wrong with me?
Yeah, you got me.
Don't worry, West. I am in a sideshow, after all. It's an obvious and natural question.
Wait a minute. You said that last bit without moving your lips. Are you a ventriloquist?
Not at all. Allow me to demonstrate.
He stands up and turns around. His back is the same as his front. That is, his suit has been tailored with 2 front sides, and he has another face on the back of his head, with his hair cut and parted appropriately.
Ta-da!
Or, as we in the JoJo's business like to say, Dojan. You don't know that because you have not read the manga yet.
Nope.
Part 7's gonna be really good.
We'll see it in 2030.
Or 87, whenever the fuck it gets animated. As he sits back down, his knees and other joints crack and pop loudly as they reverse themselves. Douglas winces slightly, though, certainly not as much as you'd expect. What in the...
Surprising, yes?
A bit, yeah. How is that even possible? Douglas shrugs and holds his pipe up to the now back of his head, so his other face can take a puff. Are you... what's the phrase? Siamese twins?
Not exactly. It is difficult to describe, I'm afraid.
2 minds in one body? 2 faces?
It would be closer to the truth to say 2 instances of the same mind, with, as you say, 2 faces.
You're right. That doesn't make any sense at all.
The other face chuckles, and Douglas holds his magazine behind his back. It took some getting used to, that much is quite certain.
Were you born like this?
I would rather not discuss how I came to be this way, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No apology necessary.
Your knees must be a wreck.
Surgery was necessary to permit them to bend in both directions. It sounds worse than it feels, I assure you.
Well, we don't need to ask him why he's in a sideshow, do we?
Yeah, ask him all the things.
Why are you in a sideshow with a regular suit and haircut? You could easily pass for normal.
I have a contract.
Out of the corner of your eye, you spot the clown making a gesture, but you didn't catch what it was. Douglas clears his throat.
Plus, well, it's quite the life, you know. Free room and board, travel the world, and you meet such interesting people.
Talk to you later, Douglas. Oh yeah, there's a lady here with her head sticking out of a hole in a large metal box. She nods politely at you. Hello?
Hello there! Enjoying the carnival?
You sound just like that old woman ghost from before. Nope. Not at all.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting. She smiles
I'm
slightly.
Sure it is.
Can I ask you a question?
Certainly.
Why are you in a box?
First things first, we haven't been introduced yet.
Oh, I'm West. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, West. I'm Janet.
Hi, Janet. So, why are you in a box?
That's a rather personal question, isn't it?
Oh, sorry.
I'm only teasing, dear. Would you like to see inside?
Sure. Janet whistles to signal the clown, and he moseys over. He unlocks the door on the front of the box and throws it open with a theatrical flourish. Inside, instead of Janet's body, you see a tangled, complicated assortment of glass tubes and pipes, ticking clockwork gears and pumps, liquids of various colors, mostly red, slosh through the tubes. A large bellows near the top inflates, then begins to slowly deflate.
It's some kind of trick, right?
No,
Oh, what do you think?
some kind of trick, right? You're folded up behind a mirror in there or something.
No trick.
The clown chuckles and walks around the back of the box. He opens a hatch and waves at you through it, then saunters back to his place by the shelves. It's horrifying, like something out of a nightmare.
Yes, that's an accurate description.
I'm sorry, I hope I haven't insulted you.
No offense taken. I've only seen it myself once, in a mirror. It took quite a while to get used to the situation.
You watch the various liquids slosh around in their tanks and pipes for a minute. Weird. Gross. But it is indeed educational.
You gotta
Anatomical learning.
How did this happen?
Yeah, how did this happen? Were you in some kind of terrible accident?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about that.
Oh, of course. Sorry, it must be a painful memory. Her calmly composed face creases into a very slight grimace as she shoots a sidelong glance at the clown.
Yes.
Well, it was nice to meet you. Janet, so long.
Good luck, West.
I don't like how she said... Oh, wow, she's actually open. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, you can actually hear her and everything, too. I think that's everything.
There is a way to get the clown to go over there and stay for just long enough that you can go and check out the clown eggs closer.
Oh. I wonder... Here, let's see if there's, like, a question I can ask her.
Maybe...
Should I...
Do that one again.
Yeah, let's see if I can examine her workings.
Oh, okay.
What happened to you? That was nice to me. Okay, so that wasn't the right one.
Alright, you go back to the next guy.
Hold on, let's ask a question. How are you feeling? How did this happen? Okay, so it just repeats it.
Yeah, go talk to...
Let's see, born like this, your knee's supposed to be wreck. Slideshow. Okay, so that wasn't it.
Okay,
let's try him. Hello, I'm West. How's it going? How's it hanging?
Sure.
Deep blink.
Okay. Maybe look closer at one of the...
Okay, inspect the eggs more closely. Okay, yeah, so there has to be a way to get him away from there. Let's look. Oh, that was like slightly different. Let's take a look again. Grubs, take a closer look. Despite what the clown said, it certainly looks real. Whoever made it did an excellent and disgusting job. Peeking surreptitiously under the shelf, you don't see any evidence of an electromagnet or other such device.
Okay.
So
maybe go talk to the clown again then?
Yeah, maybe like... What I wanted to do. No, it's not like letting me.
There we go. What can I do for you?
Ask a question.
What's with the mirror?
Let's see.
Does he ever blink? No eyelids. Kind of toss a pocket of water over him once in a while so he don't get too dry.
He does look a bit dry now that you mention it.
Getting about that time. Excuse me for a minute.
There we go. Okay, now we can look at him.
Yep.
Since the clown's distracted, you take... I fucking, like, drop-kicked you out of the way when I was about to read the goddamn... Since the clown's distracted, you take the opportunity to get a closer look at the eggs. You notice two things about them. Firstly, they're too large to be chicken eggs. You have no idea what kind of eggs they are. Secondly, they've all been broken and then very meticulously glued back together. They almost look like they've been reassembled after something hatched out of them. You quickly step back as the guard clown returns. He gives you a fair amount of side-eye, but doesn't say anything. Gee, I wonder if they came out of the eggs.
Well, no. There's more to talk to him about now that you have new info. Yeah.
Ask a question. They're fragile. Nope.
Did we talk about the mirrors?
Did we talk about the mirrors? What's with those weird mirrors?
Ain't they a riot? That's what they call an optical illusion, as I understand it. Has to do with the way the light reflects off of them.
I am 100% sure what I saw can't be explained by the reflection of light.
No telling what you might see if you look too long.
Uh-huh. Okay, that was it.
Oh.
Alright. Well...
Hold on, maybe you could see if you can ask one of the dudes about the eggs. I feel like now that you've seen the eggs...
There's like a new question I can ask?
Yeah.
Let's see. Nothing from him. And we already know he's not going to have anything for me, so talk to her. Ask a question. How are you feeling? Okay, nothing new. I mean, we could try him, but I don't think it's going to give me anything new. Yeah, no. How's it hanging?
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, there's nothing new. Okay, we'll see you around. Whee. Alright, so I guess that's it. But you know what? We'll have to continue this another time.
Yep.
We'll see you
next
fuck nuggets
time
later.
On DFB.